The most basic line on the hand is a line life. On the hand cannot other lines, but the lifeline is present on each hand. Lifeline can be thin, thick, with gaps, with different signs on the line, and adjacent lines. All these factors will tell about human character, difficult and dangerous periods in the life. Lifeline on the hand is associated with the river channel in which water flows. Palmistry science is designed in order to prevent the danger, or in choosing a partner, or friends. The lines on the hand may be changes. Palmistry is not a sentence. The lines on the hand appear after the person's actions, so, on the hand depicted life periods of the past and the future. Now, consider the options: the line of life and meaning. Lifeline can begin, underline head, from one place together with the headline, and depart from the headline. Now, let us consider in more detail all the options. If the lifeline begins separately from the line head, this is selfish person. Material quality is more important spiritual values. This is category of people is very greedy, save on everything, often traded, and often denied myself almost all the comforts of life. Such a person loses friends because of greed. Money is the main stimulus of life. Such a person is often advises other people, even though they themselves act differently. Criticism of other people, but if they becoming critical. Such a person to be nervous, and shows their discontent. Do not listen to the advice of other people, make the decisions on their own. The main purpose in life is to be an independent person. I do not prefer to live with their parents, but do not abandon financial support. Very jealous, but, despite the selfish nature, in life they pedants. Now let me do human characteristic, when lifeline begins together with headline. Many beginners chiromantists think that such a person is very smart. In fact, it is not quite correct. Such people are able to control their emotions, to quickly analyze the situation, and make decision favorable to all parties. If will be invited advantageous offer, this category of people is able to go to different the compromises. This person is always ready to help friends, colleagues, respect and pride. Well-being in the family always comes first. So if your family is alright, this is a happy man. But if difficulties arise at work or problems in the family, this man is able to lose sense of life, and plunge into a depression. This category of people consider themselves a leader, used to live a free life and be financially independent, because they are persistent and able to reach their goal. This category of people is very generous. They are willing to help almost every person, especially to friends and relatives. This is a responsible person to whom you can safely rely on and trust any work. The main purpose in life is the well-being of the family. Always take care of the parents, children and of course the beloved half. In most cases, after the majority continue to live with their parents. Character is very persistent, reach the goal, used to live a life free and believe that money is not the main goal in life. This is a very sincere person. Close friends and colleagues robot respected because there are many enemies of straightness who afraid of this man. Human activity can be determined by the thickness and depth of the lifeline. If the line is clear, deep and thick, a person shows pride. This can be compared to a person with swift river, which washes away everything in its path. Such a person is selfish, very rude with bad manners. Such a person is able to belittle another person without reason. If the line is deep and thin, such a person lives an active life, and relies more on mental abilities than physical. Thin line indicates the generosity and openness. If at the beginning of the lifeline a clear and smooth disappears, the life of such a man will be active, but, then the activity person will decrease, and life will be less active. Split lifelines means duplicity of man. Such a person can be compared with the twins, where same person has two different persons. Such a person is searching for great offers, and often neglects family values. Such people have often parallel love relationship. A person lives a double life. If your loved one has a double line of life, unfortunately, you strong relationship for a long time cannot create with that person. This category of people is able to say nice words, give expensive gifts, to promise a happy life, show affection, be affectionate and tender, but until a certain time. Such a person not permanent, always looking for new profitable relationships for itself. Branching. It is a sign of absent-mindedness, and the pursuit of the unattainable. A person is not able to focus and bring the case to its logical conclusion. Considerable importance is also present misfortune. With such a lifeline, trust only a reliable friends. The gap on the lifeline warns of danger, or death of a person. This physical danger, and the person could die, without medical assistance. In most cases this operation. If the lifeline after the gap remains the same, problems in the future will not affect the life. If the lifeline, after the break changed, it becomes thin and clear. Unpleasant events greatly affect a person's life in the future. If not a big line connects the lifeline and the line head, this is an additional energy from the headline. This is a good sign. The person gets an extra mental energy that will help to achieve the goal. This change, that could affect on professional work, a change of job or other changes in your life, where person will to use the energy of the mind. Interlaced, chain, lifeline. Such a person gains your trust easily, and the person has many friends. The life of such a person very interesting and problematic. Many events, exciting adventures and acquaintances, but, unfortunately, not all events will be prosperous. During the meeting with such a person, want to make friends and communicate, but, what to do if the interwoven line life, at your loved one? If you are jealous, and your loved one has such lifeline, your relationship will not last long, because your loved one will be surrounded by fans. Such a person is not able to establish a strong relationship. Such people are always looking for additional sources of energy. This person throughout his life has several partners, late marriage or multiple marriages. Island in the line of life, a difficult period, and is considered bad sign. This is stagnation period, and sometimes problems in personal life, financial instability, physical or mental problems. A person cannot be defined, and make the right choice. Big island, indicates a big problem. A small island, indicates little problem. If there is one island, it indicates, that a person, be able to overcome the problem, and never will face such troubles. Also, at the line of life can be several islands, this points to a bad period. Experienced palmist, always looking on other lines. If there is island at the line, life and heart line, this indicates a problem in your personal life. This is not a reliable partner. Such a person is difficult to determine the choice of the partner. It is unfortunate love. Island on lifeline and on the line head, indicating financial problems. Sometimes, the island may be present on all major lines. This points to financial problems and problems in his personal life. But, do not worry if people will be able to overcome problems. Experience gained makes a person stronger. Long lifeline indicates a long life. Short lifeline indicates a short life. Small line is the impact of others people per person. This person may be a long time under the influence of others. How to calculate the age of a person using palmistry. On the hill of the month is convex bone. Over bone, draw a horizontal line. The point of connection with the line of life, mean age 60 years. To determine 30 years, we'll need a dividers. One end of the dividers set on the hill of Jupiter, and the other end put between Apollo and Mercury hill. And, draw a line to the line life. The point of connection points to the age of 30 years. After, we measure distance between 30 and 60 years and divide by 3. Thus, We find 40 and 50 years, on the line life. If the line of life has a gap with the displacement, such a person has changed his life. Before you photo the hands a person who was a drug addict at the age of 23 to 28 years. On this person was impact friends, and a long time he'd been under the influence of drugs. Small lines on the lifeline indicate the influence of others. Then we see a gap in the line of life with displacement. This indicates that the man was able to find a strength and break relations with friends, then recover from drug addiction. A person is completely cured of drug addiction. The gap on the lifeline indicates a difficult period, sometimes death. This person able to overcome troubles,